But first, we begin in Vineland, where local law enforcement participated in National Night Out, a nationwide event aimed at heightening the awareness for crime and drug prevention across the country. Josh Sims attended the event in Vineland, and as he reports, the focus was letting the community know that the police are on their side.
Hundreds came out to the Chestnut Academy in Vineland to enjoy the sights and sounds of the National Night Out. But beyond just fun and games, the event was about sending a message to the people in the community.
It helps show the community that police officers are human just like everybody else. We're nothing to be afraid of. We are very approachable.
And Officer Pagano says being approachable is especially important when changing kids' perception of the police.
The kids think, be afraid of the cops, run away, don't talk to them. And we show them that that's not true. We very much care about their well-being, and we are the ones to come to if there is a problem.
And that's why officials with the local law enforcement provided young people with information on programs to keep them off the streets.
The kid who might end up finding companionship in a gang could come here and find companionship in a PAL program or an Explorer program.
And the Vineland Police Department K-9 unit even set up a live demonstration to show the community how they apprehend a criminal.
We get to show the public the dogs are a tool, just like anything else we have on our belt. It's a tool. If we have to stop the bad guy, we can pull our dogs out, use the dog against the bad guy, but we have control over the dogs. And
some in attendance say the event helped change their perception of the police, all while having a little fun.
I like the K-9 demonstration. It showed how to chase people and stuff like that. They had good food and stuff.
In Vineland, I'm Josh Sims for News Channel 40 NBC.
National Night Out is sponsored by the National Association of Town Watches and takes place on the first Tuesday of August every year.
Well, sorry about that. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Out on the Town with Rob Wallace. Sorry for the quick lead in there without getting you exposed. I got some guests in here. But this is a new show. This is my guest today. As you see, I got some folks in the studio today. If you're watching on Channel 2, if you're listening, my guests today are Officer Joe Pagano and Officer Tim Knight from the Vineland Community Police Department, where it's called Coffee with a Cop. And I'll explain basically what it is, and then I'll let Officer Pagano and Officer Knight talk a little bit about what they're doing. But have you ever wanted to ask a police officer a question, but you don't really know how to go about it? You see our people who protect and serve every day out there. Maybe you want to ask them something about, what's going on in the community or what you can do to help, and you don't quite know how to do it. So how do you communicate better with the people we serve? That was the question that you folks at the Vineland Police Department.
This is a way to open up a channel of communication so we can work together. The police department can work more efficiently with the public's help. It's going to be a back and forth open communication thing that we will continue to follow up on.
So let's just say I'm a citizen of a certain community in Vineland, and something's been sticking under my craw for the last 2 months. I got this I'll just say a group of kids parked on the corner, and you think they're selling drugs in their car, and they're loud, and they're leaving beer bottles on the grass and stuff like that. They can come out, have a cup of coffee with you guys, and say, "Hey, listen, I'm glad you're here. This is what's going on. Can you try to help us out?" Something like that, Joe.
Yeah, exactly, Rob. What'll happen? For example, we say that that is your complaint.
Yeah. With our people who protect and serve on Tuesday, go out and get a free cup of coffee. We got a caller. We'll take them. Hey, Charles, how are you today, my friend?
Hey, what's up? You guys are to be commended, man. That's a great idea. It's like eyes and ears on the street, and nobody has to worry about what's going on except the people that are causing the problem.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We really do.
You know what I
I
mean?
have with me Officer Joe Pagano and Officer Tim Knight from the Vineland Police Department. And what we're talking about today is a new program that they are starting in the city of Vineland called Coffee with a Cop. And it's just what they say. It's going out, having coffee with the cops, basically hanging out with the group of guys that's there in the coffee shop.
It's a start to a road of working together, a partnership, if you will, between the police and the community. We can do our job much better when we have the community out there helping us. We need their eyes, we need their ears, we need their input, and we need their information. We can make life better, quality of life issues. We can raise the standard. but we need the help of our community members.
It takes people, you know, and it's, you know, we're out there right now and we're putting this out to everybody. And, you know, hopefully the people that are listening are saying, hey, this is a great idea. And, you know, now I think today with, you know, cell phones and TV and multimedia and everybody's so darn busy out there, you kind of lose that, you know?
Well,
you lose that personal touch.
Face-to-face contact, yes, you do lose that. It's a good thing to bring it back a little bit. Again, not knocking the modern technology because it's out there. And again, Violent Police is very proactive with their technology. We have a new program that'll be starting soon. I don't want to get too much into it. Our Tip 411 program. That's going to be a program where people can text tips and information into the police department anonymously. The information that comes in and responded to can be forwarded to multimedia such as Facebook, Twitter, all at the same time as we respond. Again, I'm not going to get too much into it. That's something that's up and coming,
Right.
and I'm sure that'll be explained in the future. But you do have to get back to the basics somewhat. You need that face-to-face interaction. You need to have someone you can talk to, have somebody put a face to it, and that's what these programs do. It allows us the opportunity to get out there in the public, shake some hands, give a face to the job, and make some headway.
Nice.
And again, these programs are designed to start a working relationship between the community and the police department because we do need the help of the community to do our jobs. We need their eyes, we need their ears. Perfect example would be like in your own neighborhood, Rob. You know your neighbors better than we do. Let's say you're looking out the window one day, and for the past 25 years, Joe, your neighbor, has walked out his side gate. He always closes and locks the gates and puts that piece of rope over the top
Right.
railing. Today, you're drinking your coffee, you look outside and say, wow, why is Joe's gate open? 25 years, that gate's never been open. And you may not have thought anything about it, but after coming out and having a meet and greet with the police department and getting to talk a little bit, the wheels are turning. Maybe I should give a call. That don't look right. And you have an officer come out and check that out.
Right.
And
Hey,
you have
thank
a
you for
face, you
holding.
put a
You're
face-
on Around the County with Rob Wallace and
Hello, Rob.
my two.
Hi, officers. I'm so
how are you
glad
today?
to see you. You are probably my favorite outfit.
Very
Well,
good.
thank you very
Pleased-
much.
Pleased to
As
hear
a
that, man.
matter of fact, I won't be able to come and have coffee with you, but I still have a business card of Tim Knight.
Oh, very good. I'm glad to hear that.
Probably from, I'd say, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe.
Very good. I'm glad to hear
That's
that.
back when.
And I saved it all this time. I don't know why, but I have.
It's a
That's
pleasure to talk with you again.
That's back when Tim was good looking still, huh?
The good part about this is a lot of the older people that are kind of scared, you know, of their neighbors.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a good way for them to get their fears out there.
Absolutely, and make them feel comfortable talking
Make
to
them
us.
feel comfortable talking to the police
Absolutely.
and without, you know, being like right out front and everybody knowing about it.
Absolutely. That's what that's what our goals are. That's what we're looking for.
Well, that's good. That's
Charles,
good.
I would
There's a
have
lot
to
of older people out there right now, the way it is in this county. Okay, well, I don't have to tell you. I mean, you're policemen, but a lot of people are scared to tell a cop anything.
Well,
So they're afraid of retribution.
Charles, I have to say that is two of my key focuses: our seniors and our youth. They're both kind of in the same boat, a little sometimes confused, a little sometimes scared, and they're the ones that you really want to get through to. So you're absolutely right, Charles.
Yeah, well, that's good because I know you guys do a lot with the youth up there too. So
Yeah, Joe was here at my house maybe last month.
When we were doing the block meeting.
Yep.
Yes. We this is kind of like almost the same thing, Jose. It's going to be just a little less informal than the block meeting. It's going to be a very relaxed atmosphere. And did you meet Mady while I was over there?
No, I don't recall.
Okay. Well, you missed her. She's very pleasant also, and she can do any translating. And if you're available that morning, come on out. We'd love to have you.
Well, let's see how I do with my doctor's appointments. You know how it is.
Well, see if you can get over there Tuesday morning. It's from 8:30 till 10 over at Larry's. And if you can't make it, send somebody from the neighborhood over.
well, we're gonna
you
have
know?
we're gonna
I'll
have
tell you
other
what, Jose.
locations also.
If you can't make it, give me a call. I'll bring you a cup of coffee. All right?
Yeah, that's a cool.
You got it, buddy.
All right, thank you very much, Rob.
Oh, my pleasure, Jose. Great hearing from you, man.
Thank you.
All right, have a good afternoon, buddy.
Bye.
See, now we were just talking about that
That's
earlier.
face-to-face recognition.
when the
He
lady-
remembers him from going to the house.
Yep. And
Perfect example.
And that's what Coffee with a
Excellent.
Cop's all about, folks. It's about getting to know the people who serve you. These guys, their job is to serve us, the community. That's their job. Their job's to make our lives safer, healthier, and happier. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely.
That's your job.
Now,
That's
Rob, along those lines, I mean, I don't want to, you know, maybe I am a little bit prejudiced when it comes to our own department. I don't know, but there's a lot of good police departments in New Jersey. The residents of Vineland are extremely fortunate. The men and women of the Vineland Police Department are top of the line, best you can get. Everyone from our 911 communication center all the way up to the chief. Hardest working individuals you'll ever find, very knowledgeable, very dedicated. So the citizens of Vineland are very lucky in that aspect. They have what I consider the best department in New Jersey.
I believe that. I know a lot of the people. You know,
My question is, why, like over in Walnut Manor, like if you're on East Avenue, if you got 4 or 3 blacks standing around talking, you'll find an officer constantly circling around them. But if you come down Chestnut to the car wash, you got 16 to 20 cars or Spanish guys at the car wash. You can't even get in the car wash at night. But you never see a police come around them. You never see a police question them or anything. Why is that?
I'm sorry, what was your name again, sir? Who am I speaking with?
My name is Johnny.
Oh, hi,
Hey,
Johnny.
Johnny, how you
there?
doing?
There you go.
John, I really can't answer that question specifically. I don't know why the officers are in the area they're in. What you got to understand, though, is there is quite a lot of people out there that call in, and if an officer is going around, more than likely he was sent there. I will tell you that our call volume in Vineland is a high one, and the officers are always busy. I would say from the beginning of the shift to the end of the shift, those patrol officers you're talking about that are riding around are extremely busy. So if they're riding around that area, more than likely, the only thing I can tell you is they're looking for something that they got a call about. And, you know, without knowing certain dates, times, circumstances, that's probably the best answer I give you, John. I hope that that kind of like gives you an insight a little bit.
If you're
help out a little bit.
If you're addressing too many people at the car wash, we can also look into that for you and find out why. And if you'd like, we could return back to you and see if we can't resolve the problem for you.
No, but what I'm saying, you ride through there tonight at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and you'll see all these people's there.
Okay.
They there every night.
Over at the car wash you're talking about?
At the car wash. But
Okay.
nobody never stops them to question them or look into why they're there.
Again, if there's a problem there and we get a call, there's a complaint, obviously the officers are going to go there and they're going to, do what they have to do.
I'm not calling a complaint about them being there. I'm just, the thing is, when you see a few blacks together, police is, no matter where you see a few blacks come together, they circle them, they stop them, they question them, But when you see other nationality get together, they never question them. They never stop. They never stop riding around them or anything.
John, it sounds to me a little bit like maybe we're talking two different things here. I don't know. I can tell you from experience, race is not an issue in the Vineland Police Department. We do not separate people by race, religion, sex. There is no difference. The community we serve is the community we serve, and we serve everybody equally to the best of our ability. And other than that, I mean, other than the fact that you might see certain cars in certain areas because they were sent there, I really don't know how else to answer that.
Okay. Thank you.
And thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
All right, take care, Johnny. Have a good afternoon now. All right, we'll take the other caller. You're on Around the County with Rob Wallace. How are you?
I'm all right for a grouchy old man. I think the previous caller was looking for something that really isn't there. And that's all
Updates. I mean,
need
you
to
got
say about
National
that.
Night Out coming up. in August, and I mean it's a ways off, but we want to start talking about that now. Tuesday, August the 7th, from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock is National Night Out. It's something they do all over the country, and Vineland does a fantastic job with that. They really do, and it's grounded at the Chestnut Assembly, right? That's kind of the hub, but it's
yeah.
the whole town.
Yes, the event will actually be taking place at the Chestnut Assembly God on Chestnut Avenue. They've been very gracious to host us again this year, and they really go out of their way. I really have to take my hat off to the pastor and the group over there. They do so much work. They open their doors to us. They provide electric, water, use of their facilities, the kitchens. Anything we want, they just basically turn their grounds over to us.
Right.
They've been a great asset, so I would like to thank them. But yes, and the National Night Out, that is a national thing. Every police department across the country participates.
It's a great way. It's a good community outreach program. National Night Out brings a good face-to-face. They get to come out. They get to meet the community. They get to meet the police officers, the firemen, the EMS. They feel more comfortable the next time they meet them when they see them.
Actually, I want to thank you guys. Officer Joe Pagano, Officer Tim Knight from the Vineland Police Department, Community Service, Community
Policing Unit.
Community Policing Unit. I got that wrong and right a couple times. And I got to get them out of here. They got to get back to work on the streets to protect and serve. And I got to take care of our sponsors because we had such a great show. Thank you.